Okay, so we're going to draw Hei Hei from Moana. So you will need a piece of paper and a pencil or a marker and probably an eraser. I'm going to use my Sharpie so you can see it better on the screen. So I already have a picture of Hei Hei right here, and after we're done drawing him, you can color him in. And to color him in, I'm going to use some of my colored pencils like these. Right, so we're going to start with the very topmost part of Hei Hei. So it's this little fringe right here on the top of his head. So I'm going to start with that. So I'm going to draw a curvy line up like this. And then I'm going to do some of that fringe. It's kind of like a short zigzag, and then another short line down towards where his head is going to be. So like that. And then on either side of this shape, we're going to do what looks like the top of his head or even his eyebrows. So it's just a curvy line like that. And same thing on the other side, like two little bumps. And now we can draw his eyes. So his eyes are egg-shaped. The one on the left is the larger eye, so draw a large egg shape on this side. Oh, my Sharpie's a little dry, so I'm just gonna bear down a little harder. Okay. And then you can do a small circle for the pupil. And this eye on this side it's an egg shape, and one side of the egg is flatter than the other. So this side is the flat side of the egg, and then the other side of the eye is more curvy. It kind of bulges out to the side. And then you can do a pupil on that side. I'm just going to go ahead and color in his pupils because I already have a black marker and his pupils are black. So there. Okay, so now we're going to do his beak, which of course is right in between his eyes. It's an upside down U shape, so just draw the letter U but upside down. And it has a curvy bottom, it curves up a little bit. Now we can draw the details of his beak. Comes to a point. It's almost like the letter M inside that shape we just drew. So a small letter M. And we see his nostrils a little bit. It's just two black dots. And now we can draw the two shapes that are on either side of his beak. It's that floppy part of him on his face. I forget what it's called, but there we go. Like two long loops. Now we can do the shapes that are underneath his eyes, which are very similar to the shapes that are on the top of his eyes. It's just another U shape right below his eye. Oh, my Sharpie is so dry. Gotta get a new Sharpie. So two U shapes underneath his eyes. Now we can start to draw his neck. It starts underneath that first U shape right here. It's a diagonal line. And we don't even see that same line on this side. We just see the line coming out from that long loop that we drew. And we can extend his neck down. It's a curvy line. It goes outward. Same over here. And we can start to draw a little bit of his feathers here. I do that zigzag line again with feathers. And we see one of his wings ever so slightly on this side here. And we see the wing on this side a little bit better. So I'm gonna draw a short line coming out from the feathers. There we go. And there's his other wing. We see his chest area extend down this way. It's another curvy line. Okay, so now we can do his legs. His first leg starts right here underneath his chest. Two diagonal lines pointing toward each other. Two straight lines that extend down further. Nice and skinny. He's got skinny legs. Now we can do his foot. Curvy line out to the left. Do his first toe. Next toe. And his last toe is the longest toe. It comes out a little bit further. We can do his claws or toenails. Now we can do his other leg. Starts right here. Again, two short diagonal lines that point towards each other. So here's the first one. Here's the second one. Okay, so the two straight lines that come down, they extend a little bit further than these ones did, so make this one a little bit longer. This leg is coming out a little bit further in front of him, so you want this to be a little longer. And now we can do the foot. First toe. Second toe. And the last toe comes out the furthest. And do some claws. Okay, let's come up here. We'll do his tail feathers. So he's got a big tail feather that's on the top. So we'll do that one first. So it's going to be a curvy line that comes up and down. Sort of up and around and down, right? And it's thicker right in the middle right here. So I'm going to start off thin right here. Make it thicker, and then it comes to a point. Okay, his second biggest feather is this one right here. Comes up, around, and down again. It's thicker in the middle, and then comes to a point. And the rest of his tail feathers are much shorter than the first two. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5 of them. So I'll start with the short one here. So you want to draw some feathers that come to a point. So there's my first one. It's kind of short. And then you can make them longer as you draw each one. 2, 3, 4. Oops. Oh, my Sharpie. 5. So it's got all the tail feathers. I'm going to add one more right here. I feel like that's an empty space. It needs some feathers there. And you can put some details on him. He has some lines on his legs and on his toes, short little lines. Okay. And do some details on the thicker part of his feathers. I'm going to draw a few skinny triangles just to show where the feathers separate here and there. Okay. So now we can color him in. So I don't have a red color pencil, so I'm going to use a red marker. And I know that this part up here is definitely red on him. So if you're ready to color, go ahead and color him in. This part is red. This part, those long loop shapes, those are red. He's reddish at the bottom of his feathers down here, just like on the ends. Right. Oh, and also this color, this shape up here is also red, right above his eyes. And I'm not sure about the bottom of his eyes, but I'll just make it red anyway. It might be a different color. And now, up here, right below his chin, he's a little bit orangey, and then as his neck extends down into his chest, it looks more of an orangey yellow. So I'm going to do orange up here, and then I'm going to take my yellow color pencil and just kind of blend it with my orange down into the chest area. And as I get closer to this red down here, I'm going to add some more orange again so it blends. So here's the orange. I know that his legs are sort of an orangey yellow, starting from about right here, like where his knees would be. Add a little bit of orange. It's not a true yellow on him. It's kind of an orangey yellow. So I just layer the yellow color pencil with the orange color pencil. Okay, so this area of his body is like a dark turquoise color. So to do that color, I'm going to use my blue color pencil and my green one and layer them. So I'll do some green first, and then over the green, I'll do the blue. Because I don't have an actual turquoise color pencil, but I do have blue and green, so let's do that. And his feathers are also that color, so I'll just quickly do some of his feathers. I hope that you are able to blend your color pencils together, or if you don't have color pencils, if you're using markers, you're able to blend like the blue and the green together if you don't have turquoise, or your orange and your yellow. It does work. You just gotta keep at it until it looks like the color that you want. Turned out pretty good. I like my turquoise. So I'm gonna write Hey Hey right here. Hopefully my Sharpie will work. It's H-E-I and H-E-I. Hey Hey. Oh, there we go. Just rewrite it. And there's Hey Hey.